Hello, my name is Brian Snedden, and the project I chose is the Broadstone Scottsdale Waterfront Project. My agenda for today is going to be the site info, the project site, the activity analysis, 5-minute rating, lean construction efforts, and safety. Some basic site info. It's a Broadstone Scottsdale Waterfront, condominiums. It's a residential construction site in Old Town Scottsdale. The contract type is design build, and it was approximately a $58 million project with a GMP contract type. They're going for a LEED Gold certification, and the owner builder is owned by the same people, so it's the Alliance Residential and Alliance Builders. The start of the project is in February 2013 through December 2014, broken up into 3 different phases that I'm going to show you in the next slide. As you can see here, it's broken up into different colors, the different phases, and the green right here is where we did our productivity analysis on for the activity analysis, and within that area um, was also the 5-minute rating as well. So for our activity analysis, I did framing, concrete, and rebar. I did 663 observations, and as you can see, I had a 35.77% direct work percentage, which is not that great, but close to an industry average. One of the improvements that I have for this is the preparatory work and instructions was 99 out of 663, which is about 15%. And my proposals to improve on the preparatory work is to utilize the last planner system. So that heightens your communication, gets the foreman involved and the workforce involved, more skilled workforce that kind of knows what they're doing, alignment from management to the construction workforce. 5-minute rating was on a masonry brick installation. It was an aesthetic planter wall that was installed in the condominium pool courtyard. The workers that were involved is a forklift driver, preparer, laborer, masonry installer, and masonry installer number 2. As you can see here, I have a process diagram and flowchart. So as you can see here, I have the bricks outside of the work zone where the 2 masonry installers are working. So my proposal was to move the bricks and the mortar into the project site where they're doing the work, which will minimize the length of moves and minimize the hand moves and maximize efficient use of time and resources. So here's my chart for the 5-minute rating. This is the actual. So as you can see here, there's a value add and there's weight. And I'm going to show you the actual and my proposed based on the change in the area in which the blocks were located based on my flow diagram. So as you can see here, my recommendation will add more value and less wait time if there's less hand movements from the installers having to go and grab the brick or not. Lean constructions efforts on site. They do a 3-week look-ahead schedule, which is kind of like a pull plan schedule, but with less formality. I would recommend that they do BIM, which would create more alignment with the field and the management. Pull plan scheduling, which would kind of require people to be accountable towards a given schedule, and a last planner system, which would allow them to utilize the last planner being the foreman to make look-ahead schedules and be kind of close to the actual work being put in place. Safety, the proper protective equipment on site are boots, hard hat, plastic glasses, jeans, and reflective safety glass. If a horn goes off on site, 3 beeps means everybody needs to go to the front of the site. And this happened actually twice on site. They hit a gas line and released gas into the air, and everybody needed to remove themselves from the area. So one of the safety hazards I noticed was the exposed rebar, and this is an OSHA violation. And on the next slide, I'm going to go into more detail on why this is an issue on a job site. So an unguarded protruding steel reinforcing bars can be hazardous to the work on site. So if a worker simply falls on and hits their head on top of this, it'll impale them, and that's a major work hazard. So what you can do to avoid this is proper rebar capping. You can bend the rebar so that it's not sticking straight up in the air, and when workers are at any height above it, make sure that you take um, the first possibility, which is the fall protection, and that's your first line of defense. And that'll be it. Thank you.